think we tried to keep it positive, and obviously St. Cloud had beaten us 2 years, so um, I think they were pretty motivated for it. It was the home opener, a team that we hadn't played well against, and um, honestly, just because you win the one against a ranked team doesn't mean you're a good team yet, and we have a long way to go. And I think the guys are hungry to try to show that they're an improved team, and um, I thought they did that on Wednesday. No, I mean with how good the teams are, and with the first six all being on the road, um, I think we're in an okay spot. I mean, um, the the games we lost, I think the teams that they beat us, I don't think we've given any away yet. Um, Obviously, I would have liked to play a little bit better on a couple of those road games, but um, I mean, credit to it. I mean, we felt like we weren't that sharp defensively against Winona, and they're beating everybody. And I'm assuming they're going to be a top 20 team this week when the polls come out. So we played really good competition. I think it's done a nice job of preparing us for a conference. 100%. And it's the things that are honestly more impressive from a coaching staff, and is seeing his maturity as a teammate and a leader, and things like that. I mean, he's just helping guys out. He's positive. I mean, obviously the numbers he puts up offensively are phenomenally, but he's really moving the ball, and um, I know he gets a lot of shots up, but he's picking his spots, and I mean, he's kind of letting the games come to him a little bit more, and just being a good teammate and a good leader, and trying pretty hard defensively too. It's not so much where he was a couple years ago, because he's kind of still been that. Some games really good, some games you're wondering where he's at, and that's what we're constantly working with Pete. When Pete's engaged and at his best, he's a very, very good player and a very impactful player. He just can't disappear at times, and a lot of that starts in practice too. I mean, there's days in practice when he's really good, and there's days when you're just trying to get him going, and you use the word consistency in the question, and the more consistent he gets, the better he's going to be, because he's a very talented, he's a very good basketball player. It's just the consistency word is what we're always looking for. I think offensively, for sure, it was the most complete game we had. Defensively, I don't think we were bad, and it was pretty good. It did feel like a little bit at the beginning where things were going so well for us offensively that we forgot about playing defense a little bit, and it's a little more comfortable doing that at home, because I think you can keep scoring. When we were at Winona, it felt like we were getting in that. We were scoring with them in the beginning. It felt like a similar start of the game. It's just when you're on the road against a good team, it's harder to maintain that scoring, and it kind of played out that way. I do think we got a little sloppy when they pressed us for just a little stretch at the end of the first half against St. Cloud, and that kind of kept it a game. And credit to them. I mean, they played hard the entire game for kind of being down with a pretty young team on the road. They kept coming at us. I mean, the message clearly is, I mean, we're prepared in this offseason, and it'd be a shame to not put your best foot forward against these two teams. Both of them are well coached, and Parkside's getting their best players back off of injury here. They're both probably better than their records say they are, and they're two games that just want to make sure that we're doing what we can do. Come out very focused defensively, and keep sharing the ball, and trying to do the things we're emphasizing offensively as well. And you know what? It would cause a lot of regret. You got these two games, and there's a pretty long break before you get another conference game. So that's kind of our don't waste an opportunity to put your best foot forward. Some of the guys went home Wednesday night. We gave them Thursday and Friday off, and then practice Saturday afternoon, so they didn't have to. And I thought that was good. Some of the guys stayed up here and spent some Thanksgiving with each other, but it's also good. I mean, you get full team practice now in September, and it gets longer than it used to. I mean, it used to be October 15th you start. Now it feels like you're starting in the beginning of September, kind of going at it with it. So I'm hoping that it was kind of like a little rejuvenation, a little bit of a fresh start here before conference, and kind of this 3-week run we got coming up with, which is really tough with school. Obviously, it's the last week of class and finals next week, plus the 2 conference games. And hopefully it's just a little bit of a kickstart to sprint to the finish line here the first semester.